Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Memphis, lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Clark, and it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. We've got Fred VanVleet. Bird is out there with Bull. Then there's Jalen Duren, and it's Miller in at the shooting guard. How many games do you need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team?
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at, obviously the development of the younger guys, and your chemistry is always ongoing. And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
The first one falls.
And what you love about Bane is just how hard he works. His drive to keep getting better on display.
And Bane drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Morant against VanVleet. In the corner, Bull with it. Miller outside, just 5 on the clock. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Wells' shot is good.
You say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now here's VanVleet. Last game he had 10 points. Miller, that's for 2. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Morant outside. 11 feet away. The shot missing. Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Bane with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And Miller with the block.
And good length and athleticism give Miller an advantage at the defensive end.
Bird left side. VanVleet outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Celtics. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, seeing where this home team is right now, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Bird. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Bull, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Clark, a screen on VanVleet. Here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Lots of room. And he nails the jumper.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
And here's Bird. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Back to Bird. Clock at 6. Duren finds Bird. Shoots over Wells. Here's Duren. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies.
an interconference matchup. They face these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games. And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Started. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Bird right side. Pass to Duren. Van Vliet outside. Duren with it. He's covered by Clark. Just 4 to shoot. Duren the pass to Bird. Offline with his 3.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Duren the pass to Bird. Inside. That's good. It's Miller with the assist.
Great job of... there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Van Vliet against Morant. Pass to Bird. Duren down low. Scoreless thus far. And Duren slams it in.
A strong finisher at the rim. That's Jalen Duren.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Morant outside. Beyond the arc. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Van Vliet. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. To the paint. Shot's good by Duren.
Good. I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Desmond Bane was the topic, and Coach was effusive with his praise. He said Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get any rhythm. And they will have their hands full tonight, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now, here's Bird. Here's Bull. A miss that time would have put him up. Bain with it, picked up by Van Vliet. And again, Memphis no good.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Miller, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Clark, a screen on Van Vliet. Down low, here's Jackson. And Ball sends it back. Can't connect from short range.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Offensive rebound, Duren, and Duren slams it in.
And Duren has that length to corral anything around the basket.
So timeout called here, the first for Memphis. Checked in for Memphis. Santi Aldama comes in for Wells. Outside, Bain. Pass to Aldama. Trying to get something going, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
Shooting 2. That one is off. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Wagner finds Pippen. Kicks it out to Wagner. Banked in off the glass. Morant with it. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And it's Miller in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His 3-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a wing.
Pass to Edey. And here's Morant. Defended by Caruso. Aldama gets the bucket.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here is Miller. 12 points his last outing. Pippen, the pass to Wagner. Caruso with the ball. And here's Miller outside. The shot, no good. Fast break Memphis. Here's Bain. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bain's got 7 points.
I love how assertive Bain is in transition. Outstanding at running to the right spot in those situations.
Miller outside. Miller with another miss.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And stolen by Miller. Pippen kicks to Wagner. A wide open look here for Caruso. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Clark outside. Morant with a wide open look. They get it again. Here's Edey, and the layup's good off the glass.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's Pippen. Still yet to score. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Caruso, no good.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Morant finds Bain. Here's Heaney. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Brandon Miller.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Grizzlies have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well. Just about 75% from the line.
Christie's checked in for Brandon Miller. Memphis also making some changes. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Clark. Williams comes in for Bain. And it's Kennard in for Morant. Now here's Pippen. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Christie. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves on the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. Well, you look at Edey, one of the game's best, second in the league.
And every team in the league needs a guy who can go and get. I mean, his great work on the boards certainly endear him to the coaching staff.
Now, here's Kennard. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Jackson.
And the missed opportunities for them at the line here early on.
It's his first trip to the line.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And you love how Jackson Jr. has responded to setbacks and injury in his career. He doesn't get discouraged, just makes him work harder.
Bird, he's checked in for Trendon Watford. Now here's Pippen. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Bird. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up off the glass. Bird's got his second basket of the night.
I can't think of a shot or move that Larry Bird doesn't have in his arsenal.
Here's Edey. He's defended by Wagner. Edey can hit. Gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Bird. And that one is good. Bird's got his third basket of the night.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Nice D from Bird. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. They're up by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Memphis trailing here. So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. We've got Edey. Jaren Jackson is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Williams. And it's Kennard in at the point guard.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Simmons passes to Wagner. Trying to find Bird. He's got it now. Over Jackson. Bird can't hit.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And the basket by Jackson.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Christie. There's the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Williams looking around. Here's Edey. Now Aldama. Now Kennard. Nothing on the board. And Okoro pulls it down.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Shot is good, and the Memphis leads cut to just 1 on the basket from Christie.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. He's fantastic at sensing when one of his guys has got some freedom.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Edey. 6 to shoot. Now Kennard, guarded by Simmons. Here he goes. Kennard's shot is off. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Christie. Great play by Bird to set it up. Bird's got 3 assists now in this one. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Now here's Kennard. At the top of the key, Williams. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. There's Jackson with the 3. The Grizzlies with another miss.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
The shot by Williams, no good. Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Memphis. Wells is checked in for Santi Aldama. And it's Bain in for Williams. And Christie drops them both. The Grizzlies trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Just 5 to shoot. Van Vliet. And the rejection by Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Edey. Memphis moving that ball around. Kennard with the ball. Duran picks him up. And here they come. Here's Van Vliet. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
That one misses for Van Vliet. Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Payne for 3. Drills it from outside. Payne's got 10 points.
they're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
And here is Van Vliet. Pass to Bird, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You look at Bird, he's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Now, here's Kennard. No scoring in this one. Jackson looking around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Van Vliet picks one up.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
And that one falls for Jackson. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Kennard. Jackson hits both of them. Gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Bol, a screen on Morant. Here's Van Vliet.
And, you know, it takes an intelligent player to match up with bigger guys and win. Fred VanVleet is that player. He can outsmart guys who have, on paper, the advantage.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
At the line for your home team, Fred VanVleet taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And so Van Vliet nails both of them.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
And that one, good.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Now here's Van Vliet. Going inside. Pass to Caruso. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Duran. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got 8 rebounds in this game. Jackson kicks to Morant. Payne against Bol. Edey gets the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Van Vliet with it. To the inside. Here's Bol. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Bol's got 6.
And the pick and roll delivers. Van Vliet making the right decision, giving up the rock.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Here's Payne. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Caruso finds Bol. Now here's Duran. Here's Van Vliet. To the middle. Stolen by Jackson. Krell's wide open. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Miller with the ball. Now guarded by Wells. And the shot is good. He's got 9.
Going deep. In his bag there. Miller with the incredible crossover.
Morant passes to Bain. And Ball sends it back. Duran down low. Guarded by Jackson. Pass to Miller. Takes the 3. Here's Duran. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
Tough thing about that one is they also were playing a poor opponent, so no fire in that game. And that sticks with you a little bit.
Here is Miller after the made shot from Desmond Bain. Miller, the pass to Bull. Over Jackson. Bull can't hit. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Wells in the corner. Memphis moving that ball around. And it's Morant missing. Gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Down low. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Miller. Bull's got 8.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So both teams making some changes here. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Larry Bird.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here's Morant. Clark outside. Jackson has the open look. Good on the triple. Jackson's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Dosunmu, the pass to Caruso. Jackson against Bird. 5 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Pass to Jackson. Poked loose. Stolen by Bird. There's 1:40 left in the first half of basketball. Count it. 10 points for him.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Outside Jackson. And here is Bain. Clark, a screen on Simmons. Bain passes to Clark. Nice defense from Wagner.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Bird kicks to Simmons. Bird against Jackson. Back to Bird. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets. The Grizzlies trail by 3. right wing. Wagner against Clark. Now here's Morant. D right on him. No good with the layup. Gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bird. Wells grabs the miss. And for Memphis, they're shooting at just about an even 40% from the field.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
And here's Bird for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Bird's got 13 points. 7 seconds left now here in the second. The three from Morant. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. They lead by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Everybody out there, humbly ask if you're enjoying the content to please give this a like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell because you know I'm going to be coming with more stuff just like this. There's Magic in the season right there.
Eastern Conference winners.
Magic averaging a triple-double on the season.
You look at the numbers, he's doing a little bit of everything out there.
Bird giving 53 a night, mostly on jump shots and free throws.
All-around impact on the game.
But hope you guys are enjoying the content. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with me.
Limiting turnovers has helped. Give their ball handlers props. They've been smart with the decision-making.
They're certainly running the offense well. You know the coaching staff loves to see this. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Sharing the ball a lot tonight. Team Larry Bird, everybody's getting involved tonight. Larry's kind of being passive. But I think he's going to take matters into his own hands in the second half here.
And
we'll see what happens.
Joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Bull out there with Jalen Duren. Then there's Bird. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Miller in at the 2. Wells' shot is good.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Brandon Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3 spot. Bird. Again, the miss by Bird. Memphis trailing here. They've got Miller. Bird out there with Bull. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's VanVleet in the point. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Picked by Clark. Payne for 3. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And for the Grizzlies, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Wells in at the 3. Now here's Bane. Here's Morant. Here's Clark. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Bird outside. From outside off the mark.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
The Grizzlies have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight. 7 for 10. That free throw missing. And he sinks the second.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
Now VanVleet to the inside. And there's Miller. That's good on the assist from VanVleet. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Morant against Miller. Stolen by Bird. Miller, the pass to Bird. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one's on Morant.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Brandon Miller.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
Now here's Wells. He has 5. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Grizzlies ball.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Four on the shot clock. Clark sets a screen for Bain. A three-pointer, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, D.A., you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Here's Clark. Duren pulls it in. Gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Bird finds Van Vliet, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And it's 6 points for Fred Van Vliet. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season.
I tried to draw a charge. Morant just jumped right over Larry Bird, trying to draw a charge. That should, I think Bird was there. Bird was there, man. That should have been a charge. I played it perfectly. They didn't call it. Feet were set right in front of the line. No, he wasn't set. He was still moving slightly, I guess, yeah. Nonetheless, great highlight. Look at Bird. Well, I'll be goddamn.
I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, Ja Morant. 1 shot.
Bird can't believe it.
That's good from Morant.
Now an all-NBA caliber talent, Morant still feels like he has room to improve.
Morant against Van Vliet. Bird right side. The 3. And falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist in this one. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Outside Jackson. Pass to Wells. Some nice passing there by Memphis. The 3 from Morant. Buries it from three-point range. Morant's got 13 points.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
Van Vliet kicks to Bird. Shoots over Wells. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Bird's got 8 here in the quarter. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Outside Jackson. Pass to Bain. From downtown. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 4 rebounds in this game. Van Vliet passes to Bird. Inside, here's Bull. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Clark's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Morant passes to Clark. It's good. He's got 6.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 6. Pass to Bird. Back to Van Vliet. Bird outside. Pulls from the top of the key. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Bird's got 23.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Morant passes to Wells. Bain looking around. This one for 3. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Morant.
Oh, wow. This is how athletic Morant is. A point guard who possesses incredible athleticism.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. And you take a look at this home team. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. Now here's Dosunmu, still without a basket. Pass to Christie. Wagner against Clark. And it's Wagner missing. Memphis has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Outside Jackson. Bain with it. Clark sets a screen for Bain. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Bain's got 14.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Now here's Dosunmu. Pass to Christie. Here's a Okoro. That 3 off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Morant looking around. To the paint for the lead. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Bird, he's checked in for a Okoro. And so Clark nails both of them. Gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Wagner on the wing. Back to Dosunmu. Nance a screen on Bain. Bird right side. Shoots over Aldama. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And for Memphis, they're shooting 47% from the field in the third.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Now here's Dosunmu. He has yet to score. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. Second, the Grizzlies.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Okoro's checked in for Larry Bird. Second free throw, no good. Memphis leading. Bain kicks to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Outside, Bain fires the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Bain's got 17.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Here's Dosunmu. Pass to Christie. No good on the triple.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Eldama. Covered by Okoro.
And now a moment to see the stats for Ja Morant. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging about 23 points per, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
He loves to get up into the uniform of his opposition and make you work for everything that you get offensively.
Simmons checked in for Dosunmu. And the second free throw, good. Being 49% on the game. They'll take that. Simmons passes to Christie. Nance a screen on Bain. Nance outside. And a miss there on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Morant outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He can't get that one to fall. He's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
A terrific defender, and Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
Memphis has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Morant reaches to Clark. Morant sets a screen for Clark. Payne for 3, and it's Wagner with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Simmons looking around. Back to Wagner. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Morant's got 11 points in the quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Simmons kicks to Nance. Christie the pass to Wagner. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Christie. Hits the jumper in space. Christie's got 10 points. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. It's a 3-point game. Back to Jackson. Down low. And there's Payne. That's good on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight. And here is Simmons. Still scoreless. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. And the basket is good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around. Keep it moving. Try to get an assist on every bucket.
It's the crossover. And it's Morant missing. Now here's Simmons. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaffes hurts like that sometimes. But in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Kennard with the ball. 2 on the clock. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Grizzlies lead by 3. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. We've got Larry Nance. Christie is out there with Simmons. Then it's Okoro. And it's Wagner in at the 5. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked. Here's Kennard. Pass to Bain. Christie with the rebound. Here's Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got his first 2 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Christie against Bain. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Wells in the corner. Back to Bain. Wells sets the pick for Bain. Sinks the triple. Bain's got 22.
And with that 3, his 2nd of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Simmons passes to Nance. Back to Simmons. To the wing on the left. Christie against Bain. Christie kicks to Simmons. Here's Okoro. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Wells. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Good find from Bain, proving that he's a total team player.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the 3-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And I feel like there's been an old-school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
Now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. Well, coach is frustrated with his guys and let them know that the turnovers have to stop. He begged them to take better care of the ball. Let's see if they heeded the message. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Bird misses.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Drops in the tray. Kennard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies. Kennard against Van Vliet. Pass to Bird. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists tonight.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now, here's Bain. Wells sets the pick for Kennard. No good with the triple.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Desmond Bain. 3rd personal foul. 1st team foul. At the line for 2, Fred Van Vliet.
First one falls for him. And so Van Vliet nails both of them. Memphis leading by 6. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Back to Kennard. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Good job by Kennard. He makes the read, and that's an impressive play just to get to the inside.
Van Vliet. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 5th rebound in this one. In the corner, it's Bain. Kennard against Van Vliet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Steady hand of the lefty Luke Kennard there, and he's able to do it with the foul.
That free throw good from Kennard. Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And he makes both free throws.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Duran. Left side, Miller. Trying to find Bird. He's got it now. Clock at 6. Over Clark. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Bird.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Clark into the lane. Great defense that time from Duran. Gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Caruso, no good. Memphis leading by 8. Wells passes to Kennard. Memphis moving it around. Pass to Bain. Over Miller. And there's Bain. That's good on the assist by Clark. Bain's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And an aggressive inside play there from Van Vliet, not letting the foul deny him from getting the shot off.
At the line from the other home team, Fred Van Vliet taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Bull. He's checked in for Alex Caruso. Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. John Morant comes in for Bain. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Floats one up, and it's blocked.
Always good to see that kind of activity from Duran on defense.
Van Vliet trying to break free. Miller, no luck.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Kennard's shot is off. A paltry 33% in the 4th. Not a good showing for this offense. Shots good by Miller.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. From the corner, Duran pulls it in. Gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Van Vliet against Morant. Miller outside. Over Kennard. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Now just a 4-point Grizzly lead.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
A 3 from Morant. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible boardwork. Pass to Bull. Stolen by Jackson. He's all alone. Aldama with the ball. And it's Bird picking him up. Stolen by Bird. Now here's Duran. Guarded by Morant. That's another rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Shot clock at 6. Tries yet again. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Bird's got 16 here in the second half. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Morant, the bounce pass. And Aldama slams it in.
This is how you use the pick and roll. Morant looking like a vet with the sweet dime there.
Inside, and it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Miller against Kennard. Clark for 3. Miller grabs the miss. Gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Bird dishes to Miller. Over Kennard. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position. You could see the frustration on his face.
Picked by Clark. Fires for 3. He's off on that one.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Here's Kennard. Bull making his last shot. That one drops for him.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Now here's Van Vliet. Miller, the pass to Bird. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. Green for 2 points. Bird's got 8 points here in this quarter.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
Here's Van Vliet. Grizzlies making the shot. Duran up top. It's Miller on the wing. Trying to find Bird. He's got it now. Shoots over Aldama, and the shot is long. Memphis leading. Now Kennard. Basket good. Kennard's got 11 in the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Bird. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 7th assist here tonight.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Then for the Grizzlies, Wells, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. And it's Bain in for Kennard. Jackson down low. He's against Bowl. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Bowl.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
First free throw is good. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Alex Caruso. Jackson hits both of them.
Now he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Now here's VanVleet.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. A wide open look for Bird. Hits the three-point bomb. Bird's got 37.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot.
Morant against VanVleet. Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. And he converts the layup. Morant's got 19 points.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Bowl, a screen on Morant. VanVleet kicks to Miller. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Already, Miller showing he has no problem in the big moments. How about the gut from that young man?
Now here's Morant. Shoots over VanVleet, and Bowl pulls it down. Bowl's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Miller. Takes it off the glass. 22 points for him.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
Here's Bain. Here's Morant. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
40 seconds left in the game. Bird with him. Guarded now by Clark. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Simmons checked in for Fred VanVleet. Throw good, Bird.
And really a great job to maintain his composure. How about the body control there? Now he gets the and one and turns this into a 2-possession game. A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Seven seconds left in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul.
Take a break.
Doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. Grizzlies get the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. The Grizzlies call timeout.
Now into the lineup of your home team.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Grant can't hit from in close. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Morant against Caruso. Outside Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Duran pulls it in. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for your home team, Jalen Duran. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And Wells launches it from deep, misses the shot. And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll do it, folks.
That was a good game.
Greg Anthony and David Aldridge.
Guys are liking the content. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, man. Go ahead and share it with your friends and stuff. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Man, what a game. This was a really tough game. Bird was kind of cold for the majority of the first part. Teammates really stepped up tonight, though. Jalen Duran had like 23 rebounds. So he really controlled the boards for Team Larry tonight. Let's take a look at the team comparison here. Man, look at Memphis they were killing it from outside. They took 33 threes to make 10. Got to the free throw line 22 times. Man, it was a pretty even game, pretty much. Just came down to big plays down late. Guys stepped up. Bird with 41, 4 rebounds and 6. But I think this right here, Brandon Miller and Duran, 24 big rebounds by Duran tonight. He really owned the boards tonight. That's his best performance of the season, rebounding-wise. And then Miller came in and really stole the show late in the fourth quarter. Let's look at his fourth quarter points. He had 11 points in the fourth quarter to help out Bird. That was huge. That was huge. Bird had 18 in the fourth quarter. Miller chipped in with 11 to really help him kind of close that out. Let's see what Desmond Bain was just hitting from everywhere tonight, man. We'll show him some love. He actually led them in scoring. You would have thought Morant was a top scorer. It was actually Bane was. And Bane was killing it. They both went for 50 points between the two of them. 51 points between Bane and Morant. Jaren Jackson with 16 and 9. Luke Kennard actually played well, too. He came in late. Well, not really. He had a good spurts there. Let's go ahead and show some love to the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's show Desmond Bane's highlights. Man, he was just hitting from everywhere, man. Look at that one. Wow. I don't know how he hit that three. Like a fadeaway three from like 30 feet. Another fadeaway three in the corner. Stop and pop from mid-range. Man, look at this. Dude was on fire, bro. Desmond Bane was kicking our butts right over Fred VanVleet's face. Man. Morant to the basket, just dunked on Larry Bird. Man, we just couldn't keep this guy out of the bed. Even Ben Simmons comes in and gets dunked on. Man. Morant was just getting to the basket. It was pretty much Desmond Bane from outside, Morant on the inside. That was our inside-outside attack tonight. Then you had Jaren Jackson, a little bit of everything, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. But story of the night, yet again, Larry Bird making the big plays, goes 4 for 6 from downtown tonight. Hit that big three-pointer, really changed the game. Take a look at him. Oh, that big steal right there. There's a steal by Bird. Beautiful up and under move. Fast break, finishing the layup. Another open three off of a cut. Catch and shoot. That's a one-on-one play. Just beats his man. Trickles it in. Look at that fadeaway. Swish. Fadeaway three. Bam. God. Man, Bird is cold, man. Cold-blooded killer, man. Cold-blooded killer. Let's take a look at Brandon Miller. He really stepped up in the fourth quarter for us. Couldn't have won it without him tonight. Nope. Despite the heroics of Bird, without Brandon Miller, this would have been a loss. He really stepped up. Man. Dang, look at that play. Good all-around performance by Team Larry Bird. Everybody pretty much chipped in. All right, moving on. I think Team Magic's up next. Team Magic's up next. Yeah, you guys, this is going to be good right here. Oh, yeah. Magic Johnson and Giannis coming up next, guys. That will be coming to you in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because Larry Bird and Magic Johnson seasons continues here in the modern era on Rex Strong Style Sports. I will see you guys in 5 to 10 minutes for Team Showtime taking on the Memphis. Got Memphis on my mind. The Milwaukee Bucks coming up here shortly. Giannis versus Magic. See you soon, guys.